A week ago, the first long stage of my journey came to an end when I left the Amazon after another week at the Ayahuasca Adventure Center and flew back to Vancouver to see my family. It seems like forever ago when I started this journey, going to Costa Rica and Nicaragua, meeting my daughter, spending a couple of weeks with her. And I've learned an amazing amount on this journey. One of the main things I've learned is that through day-to-day life, through my 52 years on this planet, I've taken great joy and looked for happiness in materialism, in that Western idea of consumerism. And hey, it's been fun. I had a lot of fun along the way, but I think I've realized through this trip that I was drawn more and more to people, relationships. I think I've always recognized the importance of relationships, and of course everyone does it at various levels. But I think we can also get so caught up in the Western lifestyle of materialism, of career, of stuff and noise and media that happens around us that we can lose the plot a little bit. I think there's nothing like getting out of one's comfort zone to start to realize what's important in life. Whether it's a relationship with nature, a spiritual relationship, or like it is for me, a relationship with other people, it's really the core of our existence, and it's the most important thing. By far, the most impactful thing I take from this vacation is that learning about relationships, is learning to love myself, but really all the people I spent time with, starting with my daughter, my friend Ross, his family, and excuse me for not having everyone's picture here, but Lucho, who taught me to surf, and just the hundreds of people I met along the way. I learned so much from everybody. I met people that were incredibly knowledgeable in different areas of life, that showed great examples of living a free life and a life of experience. I met people that were incredibly spiritual. I met people that were incredibly fun. I met people that were incredibly inspirational for me, and I'll take those relationships with me for the rest of my life. I think all of the different relationships I formed made this journey feel like it lasted forever. When I look at all these different faces, I think about the times that we had, and sometimes it was just a day or two, sometimes a week. But you really find the depth of people, again, when you're out of your comfort zone, when you're traveling, when you don't have work that's distracting you, or your regular day-to-day life that's distracting you. Of course, going into the jungle to the Ayahuasca Adventure Center, which was a very traumatic experience, yet a very positive one, really developed the forms of relationships that I expect will be lifelong. Again, I want to thank all of those people that impacted me that way. You started me on a greater awareness about myself, and hopefully a greater awareness about those around me. After visiting 6 countries and a number of cities and areas in those countries, it makes you very aware that this planet is a massive place. And there are so many people living so many different lives that really have great value. I think we can live in our own city and look at how fortunate we are to be in a rich country in Canada and Vancouver, and sort of sit back and enjoy it. But my God, there's so much more out there. Whether it be the natural surroundings, the different cultures that one sees, and again, the different people that you meet along the way. I truly believe I met each of these people for a reason. It feels somewhat coincidental sometimes, but the synchronicity of it all, when you meet some people and they help you with your direction, they help you with just an odd comment or a short conversation that makes you think. It's really crazy how this all comes together. So having traveled now for 3 months, I could easily sit back and be satisfied and happy with what I've been able to do. But I'm excited for the next journey. I'm excited to move forward and see what next week, the week after, and the week after that hold. What more can I learn? And how can I find different ways to give back to this planet and to the people on it? So thanks again to all of the people I've met that have inspired me and taught me on my journey so far. Hopefully, I'll run into you again on a future episode, because this is going to continue. I'll see you all next week.